Hello and welcome back to Billy Ho Sports. We are continuing our coverage of the summer racing schedule. We're at Saratoga this weekend, and our focus is going to be the Grade 1 Alabama and the Grade 2 Lake Placid. We're going to go through each race in a separate video, cover past performances, examine race replays, and come up with some selections and best bets. So the summer is absolutely loaded with plenty of great racing content. Be on the lookout. I've got a big Travers preview coming up very soon. So also, it's very important to remember that I am the sole creator behind Billy Ho Sports. So when you subscribe to the channel and you're clicking that like button and you're leaving comments and you're engaged in the videos, it really goes a long way to spreading my content on YouTube. So that's very important, and it doesn't cost you anything. So very much appreciated there. Now, if you would like to contribute to the show so I could upgrade equipment and software and everything like that, there are ways to do that. Just check the description of the video and you will see. I always appreciate the support. That none of that is required. So let's get it started. Okay, Grade 2 Lake Placid is race number 9, and that's going to be a mile and a 16th on the inner turf. And that's $200,000. It's 3-year-old fillies. Deep Satin is an interesting horse. Sherry DeVoe trains, Jose Ortiz rides. Inside post position can save ground. Nice win, breaking the maiden at 100K. A little bit lightly raced filly out of American Pharoah. I like American Pharoah progenies on the turf. They seem to have pretty good success. So that one's on my radar. Grayish is also, you have to consider Chad Brown, Flavian Pratt together. That combination alone is worth looking at. And then a nice 88, still got beat by a nose for 80K. The Wonder Again was 4th. Sagista, not too bad of a field, was just outkicked. So probably a little further down. These two are going to be underneath uses. I don't think I'll have anything for Gala Brand. This just didn't really show up in the Lake George very well, or the Wild Applause, the 2 starts since the layoff. De Regreso, Antonio Sano, Luis Saez, Lake George, same thing. I mean, did a couple of wins at Gulfstream, 3 straight to say the least. Not bad efforts, but the speed figures are a little bit lower than I'd like to see on the Gulfstream Park surface there, especially the all weather. So I'll probably pass there. Spaladay, the other Chad Brown, Frankie Dettori up. I mean, all these, whenever you see this many stars, you have to look. The stars might align for this one. Could be a sleeper, might be double-digit odds, 8 to 10 to 1. It's hard to say with Chad Brown. There is plenty of other good horses in there, but the Boiling Springs was an excellent race. Nice win, 90 feet speed figure. So moving up in class, gonna need another jump here. So Spaladay is probably maybe the second or third choice behind ones coming up. Larays, I don't think I'm gonna have anything for. Just the prices are a little bit on the cheap side from the overseas successes. So I'm gonna let that one show me. She Feels Pretty is probably your favorite, probably the most likely. The lone Grade 1 winner, the Natama, back in the fall at Woodbine. Then the third behind Hard to Justify, just by a half length in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile fillies. Then the winner of the Hilltop, and then was defeated by Cinderella's Dream, who came back and won again. Then Sagista second. So she ran a nice solid third in the Belmont Oaks Invitational Grade 1 there. Sharp 4 furlong workout. We love Sherry DeVoe at Saratoga. Love her on the turf. Johnny V gets it done whenever he's asked. So she's going to be a really, really strong one. But I will mention that and Ori, I'm out on. Proctor Street probably as well. Dynamic Pricing presents an interesting one. Another Chad Brown entry, IRAD aboard. This one has a little more, I think, propensity for off the turf if it gets pulled because of any kind of rain. 25% mud and just a mere 55 mud starts. That is definitely propensity for that. I like the average wind distance up in the upper sevens, gives a strong indication of stamina. And if it's a soft or yielding like it was in the Edgewood, where she grinded it out down the stretch and got that win, if it's like that again, I like this horse to run well. And even if it is off the turf, I like her to run well if it's sloppy sealed. So Dynamic Pricing definitely in the mix. This one was another interesting one. Beautiful Love, Charlie Appleby and Manny Franco. Uh, you always pay attention to Charlie Appleby shipping to the U.S. on the turf, Saratoga turf, but the some of the prices, it was a 6-figure allowance that she ran second in, and then won by 6 in this little 47,000. But I don't think that this one is quite up to the class that Appleby generally brings over. So outside post, I'm going to let this one show me. It is Godolphin. So that is would make a difference. But like I said, if it is main track only, these are entered for that. Lemon Muffin was the one hit wonder that won the Honeybee. D Wayne's just running, doesn't matter. Just no results, no breaks for this poor horse. So hopefully she'll get some kind of rest. I would have thought that, say, after the Kentucky Oaks losing by 17, that she could have got a nice break in between there, but no, we had to run in the Black Eyed Susan. Still didn't do any good there. Minima Gold, Pletcher, and Camera Pletcher. Neither one of these just don't seem to have the speed to run if it's blinkers off. So I don't think I'll have any interest in the main track onlys. So let's jump over and check out our selections. All right. So the Lake Placid breaks down kind of like this. There is rain in the forecast, and it looks like it could be significant, up to close to a half inch Saturday, Sunday, maybe Monday. So whether it's moving inching closer toward Friday or it's moving to the future, we're not entirely sure, but we could have the possibility that it's pulled off the turf. If it happens, then I do give a bump to Dynamic Pricing. I think She Feels Pretty will be fine. She Feels Pretty really is set up, got the cut back in distance. She's going to be really tough to beat. I do like Spaladay kind of as a sleeper. That 2 starts back at Saratoga where she bobbled, but then managed a really nice rally down the stretch. So if she's closer to the front, she could hit. Deep Satin needs a big improvement, but she could hit the board late. I like American Pharaoh Progenies. They've done pretty well on the grass. So I'm going with some sort of a 5-7-10 box, like on the top 2, and then maybe use the 1 and the 2 underneath for trifectas and other exotics, and maybe use all 5, depending on what you're doing with your late pick 5. And I think I will have something as along the lines of a late pick 5 for this weekend. So that will do it for the show. Thanks so much for joining me. Remember to subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, leave a comment. Comments are always welcome. And be sure to tune in for more horse racing fun. We will see you soon.